In order to educate his family properly, his children properly, he needs first and foremost to provide them with a feeling that they belong to a unit. That's first thing. That's the basis. Why am I saying that? Because usually the approach is that a parent has to educate his children and raise them to live life correctly. Now, a parent comes with his perspectives, with his experience, and he tries to convey to his children the correct approach to life. And here you didn't start with the approach of a parent. You said even before the approach, create this togetherness, create this single unit, this feeling of belonging, and from there, now this is the next stage. Of course, I'm going to see how we're going to build this feeling of belonging, but let's say we built this feeling. Let's say we succeeded in doing this, that once a week we get together, we have this discussion, we talk about certain subjects, and really this feeling has been created that I belong to a group. How does this now help me? How does this education help me as a child to understand life better? I am integrated in my parents' viewpoint, perspective, my sisters, my brothers. I see how they hear one another. They're integrated, they can express, they can participate, they can be concerned, they can be happy, they can understand what's happening by my telling them what happened in school or in some place, how each of us gives advice and asks questions, the way they help me, they crack me, they help me get my story out, and how I look at my story through their eyes, through their ears and eyes, and how I hear myself. And I get into their mind and heart, how they react to it. This is what happens from the story, from telling the story. I told them something, so they ask this and they ask that, and they discuss it, and they say they're for it, they're against it, or something. And I learn from my relatives, I learn their approach. I learn our common feelings, heart and mind, and how we reach a middle ground, what we think about something that happened, that each one in the family has to understand as a story. Let's say we have to understand it all at the family meeting. And then in that, we're first of all calming everyone down. We're giving everyone this expansion of their mind and their heart. Everyone's become integrated in everyone. All together from this integration, we reach that same common structure between us that's called the family, which exists outside of us, between us. It's like it's lying on the table.